The Texas Revolution. Decades after America gained its independence, the land that we call Texas today was owned by Spain. The land was very fertile and desirable for the Americans. It was populated only by 4,000 Tejanos, Spaniards who considered Texas their home. Spain encouraged Spanish settlement, but the offer was not accepted by the target audience. Rather, the Americans wanted the land, and Stephen F. Austin began a settlement.
Stephen F. Austin had always wanted to be a lawyer. He had seen no obstacles in his path until his father's death. On his deathbed, Stephen's father implored him to continue his aspiration of settling Texas for the Americans. Stephen moved to his father's plot of land, and although large, everyone inside had to comply to Spanish laws. Following the formation of Austin's settlement, Mexico gained its independence from Spain, nullifying the value of that settlement. Austin then had to start an entire colony in the newly formed Mexico. However, the work it took to make the colony paid off. Many Americans moved down to Texas to start a new life at the colony. Soon, the Americans vastly outnumbered the Tejanos, and tensions between the two began to develop. Things soon became heated between the Tejanos and the Americans. The Americans disliked following Mexican laws, specifically the ban on slavery. The Tejanos thought Americans were angry and greedy. Sensing something had to change, the Mexican government stepped in and put a stop on American immigration, put in a place on tax, and sent reinforcements to the Tejanos. Unhappy with the new regulations, Austin created a petition that gave Texas the right to become its own colony within Mexico. Austin took it to the Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, the Mexican president and army general, and as it was about to be approved, Santa Anna learned of a letter Austin had written saying he would break away if the petition wasn't approved. Santa Anna sent troops to take an American cannon, but the Americans defended it in their first act of rebellion against Mexico. Part of the small Texas army was encamped in an old mission called the Alamo. Their position was soon sieged by Santa Anna's army. Though incredibly outnumbered and outgunned, the brave Americans fought for Texas in what came to be known as the Battle of the Alamo. Desperately needing help, the American commander, William Travis, sent the Tejano Juan Seguin to get American aid. Although Juan Seguin was lucky enough to make it through enemy lines to request help, the Alamo's defenders did not share his luck. On the 13th day, during a Mexican charge, the Americans ran out of ammunition. After the ensuing massacre, only 5 were left alive, and only to tell the story of the bloodbath. After the Alamo fell, Santa Anna continued his assault. At Goliad, 300 Americans were captured and massacred. However, the Americans' fight for Texas was not over. The rebellion had not ended. At San Jacinto, the Americans obliterated more than half of the Mexican army in 18 minutes. Not long after, Santa Anna surrendered, signing a treaty giving Texas its independence. After obtaining their independence, Texas became its own nation. It earned the nickname the Lone Star Republic. Governed by Sam Houston, former general of the Texas Army, Texas did not remain its own nation for long, and joined the U.S. as its 28th state in 1845. However, the addition of Texas threw off the balance of slave and free states, causing disarray in the Senate. The fight for an eventual addition of Texas added to the belief of the manifest destiny in the United States of America during the 1800s.